right, so you can see that I'm starting to work into this a little bit, thickening up lines. So here is a line that I'm thickening, and then it goes to a smaller point up here. We're not shading yet. That has to do with value, and we'll begin working on that later. But right now we just want to work with line. And so you can see I'm thickening it up in some places. You can see right here where there's a real shift change, and that's what we're talking about with changes on your shoe that you need to show in different places. Here are some lines that I put in that were unnecessary. We'll get rid of that. And here is where the little X's are coming in. And right here, I'm going to put lines. These are pressing pretty hard. I'm not using a ruler. These lines close together darken it. If the lines are farther apart, it makes it look lighter. And so, although we're not shading, like in the way that you are probably accustomed to or think of, we are, I guess, in a way, darkening this area with these lines that are so close together. And those are just corduroy lines, but it does kind of give you a darker area. And I don't want you doing that all over the place. That's something we're going to be working on next week, on week 2. But for now, this kind of starts you thinking about, lines close together will look darker, lines further apart will look light, that kind of idea. Ideas about thickening up lines that are farther away from you. And you can even play around with different materials. So here I have a charcoal pencil. This is a 6B, which is pretty soft. And it's going to be really dark. I love charcoal. And it will get me a really nice dark line. Another fun thing that you can try working with once you have your line established is a black pen. It's not something in your toolkit because I assume everybody has black pens at home. If you're a student, it's very likely you can find a black pen somewhere. And so this is just going to change that. It's just going to be a different shade of black, I guess. And I think for the shoe, not a bad idea. All right, so you can choose a shoe that's more difficult, like a shoe with laces. I just decided for this beginning class, I would start with a couple shoes that had a lot of shift changes, a lot of different seams, a lot of different textures, a really great view of the inside from the outside, all of these parts, seams with stitching. That for me felt like it was as difficult as a shoe with laces. But I think sometimes choosing a really old shoe or your favorite shoe can be a great thing to choose because you feel closer to it. Kind of shows your personality a little bit. All right, thank you.